How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy, Anti-Iconic, or as you may know me on Twitter, YouTube, or Twitch, JWR Pillar. A lot of people have been asking me on my stream what my class setup is for different things like game battles or public matches. I use two different sets for them, obviously, since you can use Amplified and other Deadeye and other things like that in public matches, and a lot of different stuff happens in game battles in public, anyways. So I'll have the class setups for both of them here for public and game battles, and they are obviously quite different. Here is my public match setups. I got the Honey Badger for going for Kims, obviously, as most people will be using. It's got the extended mags grip on it. Then we've got the perk setup, which will be Ready Up, Agility, Dead Silence, Scavenger, Blast, Shield, and Hardline. And I know most of you guys are asking me is why I don't use Focus all the time. And I honestly don't believe that it's as necessary as most people think that it is. I've got it here later on just because it'll help with like the later kill streaks, so I have it on my specialist bonus. Just because it does help somewhat, so I don't want to like lose some stupid gunfight because my guy bounced up a centimeter. I've got these three as my on the way to the specialist bonus, just because they're the most expensive perks on my list, whatever. And if I stuck them anywhere else, they'd be taking up unnecessary room when I could just have them right here on the way to getting the specialist, and it just increases the amount of kills I need to get my specialist bonus. And I figure, if I'm gonna have to get 25 or 24 kills to get the nuke, then I may as well just have these on it anyways, because it doesn't matter how high my streak is, it's never going to be higher than 25. So yeah, so I've got the Deadeye like almost pretty much everybody does. And once I hit the 14 kills or 13 that I'll have with Hardline, it'll be basically like unstoppable at that point. Then I've got Off the Grid and Incog on and Blind Eye at some once I get a specialist, so that I can like stay off and hidden from everybody. Amplified so I can hear everybody. Focus, I already told you, and then Ping is really helpful. You kill people, once you kill people in their spawns especially, you start picking up everybody else if I can't already hear them well enough with Amplified. That'll be pretty much what I use almost all the time. Unless my team really sucks and I'm playing solo, I might switch over to an MTAR class or this. And really this is only for squad games, so I only set it up for the computer to use. This will be the other class that I'll use most of the time, the M27. It is by far my favorite gun in the game. And I'll stick a grip, the tracker sight on there, and then I got this for a secondary so I can run around a little bit quicker off the spawn. This will be my start out, and you notice I have Blast Shield at the beginning of each one, and most pub stompers don't use Blast Shield, but I see that I die from a lot of explosives, so I just stuck it on there to prevent that as much as possible. And if somebody goes around, noob tubing or whatever using C4 with Danger Close, it's going to blow through that anyways, but a majority of people don't use Danger Close, so that is definitely good. And I also have the Focus later on in my streak, and same reason as before. A lot of people ask me why I don't, and I really just don't think it's as good as everybody else thinks that it is. But other than that, it's all basically the same setup as the Honey Badger. There's just a few less perks because I went a little bit more expensive with them, and I've also got a secondary on this class. That's about it for that. Go into the private match so I can show you guys my game battles class setup. Okay, so we have a vector here. This is going to be for domination. I might use it on Search and Destroy every now and then for maps like Warhawk where I need to get a rush off the spawn. So like I will run straight into post on occasion or whatever. And I'll use a class like this with Marathon Lightweight with a sub so I can get there faster than the other team can. And on every single one of these classes you'll see that I don't have, except for that one, you'll see that I don't have a third specialist streak, and that's to decrease the amount of kills needed to get my specialist. Not that it always happens, it probably only happens in respawn modes like Domination or Blitz, but yeah. And here you'll see that I do have Focus on most of these classes at the beginning, and that's because in game battles every shot counts. In public matches people aren't as good, but in game battles these guys are a hell of a lot better than the randoms that you get placed with in there. So yeah, I'll have a smoke on this, and this will probably be for something like if I, obviously if I'm rushing with this class, I don't want people to like see me immediately. So I'll be throwing that, and then the nade on there, like most classes should have. For this will be like a Slay class. If I need to run Slayer, like if one of my teammates wants to run OBJ for specific maps that we do better on, Then I'll stick this on. This is also used for search and destroy and stuff like that. If I want to have like a faster class that I can see well with, that aims well like down maps. Probably something like Octane is probably what I'd use this for on search and destroy. Not really Warhawk, since I've got a class specifically for that majority of the time. This will be my main search and destroy class. This is the Vector with the muzzle brake grip and the USR thermal. I like this a lot because it's got the overkill with the short range and long range combo. I've also got the incog on it, so people with their snipers won't be able to see me as well, since most snipers use thermal in game battles. And if they don't, they've probably got something like variable zoom or FMJ on or something like that, which is armor piercing in this game. The other things that I think are pretty required are dead silence, and then I've got focus down there at the specialist bonus. The weapon swap is something I really want to have in this class, so I usually try to get a few kills or whatever with it really quickly. Just because it helps. Like sometimes I'll be in a situation where I need to switch out really quick, and everything else is just pretty much like like things I would need later on if I've got a streak going. I don't want to die from getting stunned or getting blown up or something. This is another class that I made way after this first one. It is the M27 with thermal grip with the Vector muzzle brake. I have the M27 as the first weapon because I wanted to have a thermal and a grip on it. And then that ended up just forcing the Vector to be the secondary gun, which means that I can't really put two attachments on it unless I want to put the multiple attachments on my class, which is a waste of room if you're playing game battles, just because it's just too expensive for what it does for you. It really doesn't do much. The perks are pretty much the same as the class before, and this will also be used for search and destroy. Probably maps where the snipe, like the 3 lanes or whatever, are cut off a little bit more, so maybe something like Freight, where the lanes are cut off more than normal. And the reason why is because if you're using a sniper mid-range, there is a high probability you won't be winning that gunfight unless you're extremely good with a sniper, and I'm just kind of like, I'm above average, I'm not the best. So I'll be using the M27 thermal, which is basically a sniper just that shoots full auto. So I got that on there, and I decided I'd make that class. I haven't used it a whole lot yet, but I plan to. And here's my other Dom, my main Dom class, and the reason this is the main Dom class is because it has got a Simtex and a trophy system, and the trophy system would be used for like once I get up on a base, I'll be putting that down immediately. And you can see I've got fast swap on here, or reflex, fast swap, same thing. But it's just so I can get it down really quickly because this thing takes a year to put down if you don't have it on. And then I've got the main perks, dead silence, and then ready up and focus. I've got lightweight on here for once I get a streak going, and really it would just be like a capture and a half since I'm an OBJ player, and a kill or something like that. And but yeah, and then that's basically it for game battles and public match classes. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and come follow me at Twitch. I'll be putting the link in the description below to that, and I will be pretty much streaming all day for the rest of today. But yeah, hope you like the video. Peace.